In Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Black 15! Check.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rivers. He's got Lockett. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing Rivers. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And he's already got
for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Rivers gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good opening. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tyler Ervin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Parker unable to get that one.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check out, check me out. Hey, switch gears. 0. General West.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Hunt. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the run, this is Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Irvin on the carry, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
First down, Browns.
Set 180. Set 180. 180. Go, go. Out, 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 out. You go. Christian, travel. You got track right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the 1st quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st down, it's Hunt. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play fake. Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Rivers now. This complete to Lockett. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, easy, easy. Hey, ready.
From the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out right around the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So, white 90, round 80. Here we go, G. All day, defense.
They'll try and run down here with Irvin. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Get it, baby. Xavier Howard on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Recon, 152 fighter.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Cleveland.
first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
All right. 80. Alpha.
Pull it together. Switch.
Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Then you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Second and 6. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, here's Breida. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And there he goes again. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is down to a field goal. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run again with Hunt. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking for the out route, it's completed to Landry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is Parker, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is down to a field goal. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
To throw, Rivers. To the right side, and he's got Landry, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second down, it's Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Rivers to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Now Rivers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Hey, Brown 80! Check, check. Fresno.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He wasn't ready.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. On second down now, it's Hunt. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
That 180. That 180. 55. Come on, ready. Come on, let's go. Wait, 89.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 3 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the delay, here's Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll drop the throw. It got his man complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. Down the numbers. There he goes. 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. goes. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That's going to be a long day.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
I got you. I got you. Spawn, flag.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Second 90, block the team.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Breida. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line. A gain on the play. That's good for Dolphins. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Rivers, and finding the tight end Hooper. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
180, select 15. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Rivers. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.